check.
Speak
check. Check.
Fucking. There we go. All right, cool.
We can hug.
No. Before I was like this, dude. I thought I was being choked out for a second. Jeez.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Brandon and Daniel podcast. Today we have a very unique episode. We have a skank in the building. One of the most genuine, hardworking people I've ever met in my life. I would not be where I am without this person. She's the voice of Story Wars, fourth mic of Legion of Skanks, one of the hardest working people I've ever met. Most genuine. Thank you so much for coming to do the show. Everybody, one of the top producers in comedy in the world.
Wow.
No exaggeration.
Facts.
Alex Scarlatto, thank you so much for coming to do our show.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Thank you for coming.
Nobody has me on their podcast anymore. I did one recently, but...
I saw you also on, what's that guy's name? He does the podcast where he's looking for co-hosts.
Oh, Mike Feeney.
Yes.
But you know, it was like a 2-minute, it was kind of like a cameo almost.
I saw a clip and I was like, wait, she did the Mike Feeney show?
Well, I used to produce their podcast too when Mike Feeney and Mike Cannon had a podcast together.
You used to produce everything.
Yeah.
Every show that I've heard of, I'm like, Alex was working on that show, producing that show for a second.
Yeah, for a little while. And now I landed on my two favorite ones, so it's great.
Yeah. How did you end up getting to the two favorite ones?
I don't know. I lucked out. I mean, Legion of Skanks is the first show that I worked for, and I was like, that was my goal to stick with them. And then Story Wars kind of like appeared out of thin air, I feel.
It did, yeah.
Yeah.
Story Wars is more of a recent show. I dragged Dan to Story Wars once. You remember when we went to Philly that one time?
Yeah, that was my first experience with Story Wars, actually.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I did, actually. It was really cool. I liked everyone. I liked the idea of the show, and everyone's stories were actually pretty fucking funny. So,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I really did have fun.
It was Brian Six. Who was the other guest that day? Butterly, Brian Six. There was one other person.
I should remember.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, Joe DeRosa.
Yes, Joe DeRosa.
Because he met Joe DeRosa that night, and I met him, and we were like, Joe DeRosa is the coolest, most genuine freaking guy ever. We were nobodies. We shouldn't even have been in the green. He could have easily been a dickhead and been like, what are you guys doing in our green room? You too, all of you guys at the time. I wasn't that close with you. I had just started going, and you guys just treated us like we belonged there. When we didn't.
Well, I mean, one thing I could say about you, we've had like a million interns over the years. And like, I feel like it took like 2-3 weeks of getting to know you before I was like, this guy has the exact type of personality that works here.
Yeah.
Like,
I appreciate that.
It's just true. Like, it makes sense. Some people are a little harder to integrate than others. Mm-hmm. I was very disappointed in you for not coming to Cabo.
Me too.
That's all I've got to say.
That's
my only disappointment in you, man.
I know I should have went to Cabo. They go on a yearly trip.
Yeah, I remember you guys went to Jamaica when you first started working there.
Now I'm like, what if I'm pregnant for next year's trip again and I can't go? And then it's going to be years before we get the trip together. It's annoying.
No, well, aren't they? We're also doing like I got to come out more. I realize it sucks that I live this far.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's still no excuse why I shouldn't have went to Cabo.
I mean, we got cars.
Yeah. The reason I didn't go to Cabo is because, I don't know. I feel like I did a lot of traveling lately. I wanted to just stay, get work done. I had done it already, so I'm like...
Cabo is in Mexico, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've recently got a passport 2 years ago, and I've still yet to use it.
Really?
Yeah, I've never left the country ever.
I didn't do a lot of traveling. I didn't get my passport till I was like 26 maybe.
Wow.
And it was just to go to the Bahamas with my mom. But then in 2022, my friend had planned like a girls' trip between her and a bunch of people I didn't know to go to Italy. And she invited me, and I was like, immediately yes. And it was literally the most fun I ever had in my entire life. And I got home, and 1 week later, I got pregnant and had a baby. And I was like, damn it, I just got the travel bug.
I literally just wanted to go everywhere.
I was like, I want to go everywhere now. And now that
I feel like you got pregnant in Italy?
No, Mike and I joked about that a lot. He was like, are you sure the baby isn't Giovanni? It's like, I was like, you'll see when it comes out, motherfucker. That little girl looks just like him.
Double the knock, double the fun. Sorry to interrupt this hilarious podcast with one of the
producers of Legion of Skanks and Story Wars, Alex Scarlatto. But a quick reminder to like, follow, subscribe. You can get the full video versions on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast for the audio, Instagram, TikTok, clips, all that stuff. If you don't like what we're listening to, share this with a friend. If not, who cares? I don't. We don't. Keep those notifications on. A message from our producer.
I love you. Not you, Brandon. The audience.
We love the audience.
Yes.
We make love to the audience.
No. They do.
In their sleep.
Oh.
Now let's get back into the show.
How was Cabo though?
Cabo was great. It's a party town. You know what? I don't drink. But I made it over the border with a couple so whatever.
Doesn't mean we don't do other stuff.
I was having a nice time for sure. Cabo, if you know what, if you want me to tell you the damn truth, we partied the whole time. We went on a huge catamaran that was really fun. I was on acid, I would say
99%.
95% of the trip. I was like basically
I was a mule.
waking up in the morning, eating breakfast, and taking acid.
That's great.
And then you know how your tolerance compounds by the day.
Yeah.
So on day one, I'm I'm gonna go easy. I'll take a half. But then by day 3, I'm putting a 4 straight.
Yeah. The pure fucking just droplets.
And it's barely working,
stamps.
by the way. Day 1, the half a tab was more intense than 4 tabs on day 4.
Yeah,
I was just trying to keep up and have fun with everybody who was getting really fucked up.
Yep. Acid fries my brain like that too.
I had a similar experience at Rolling Loud. We had taken mushrooms for 3 days straight, and by day 3, I felt like I barely even felt anything.
I think I came to the conclusion that I'm too old for that at this point, because honestly, I had a really bad couple of days afterward, and dude, I don't know about you guys. This is I'm gonna open up and get real with you guys.
No, we're waiting for it. This has been waiting for it.
So you guys don't travel much. When you do travel, how are men okay to poop in a new place?
Yeah,
More okay, I think, than
honestly,
women.
it depends on where I'm at. If there's a lot of people, is it a public place or like an Airbnb hotel kind of thing?
Let's say
a
you're
gas station.
Let's say you're at a villa in Cabo.
I'm
with 13 people
13
around.
people, but there's probably 10 bathrooms.
I'm letting it rip. 10 bathrooms?
Probably,
Little Wayne said I could shit all day.
Yeah. Grace, can you poop on vacation?
Even if I want to, I
You want to, but you can't.
Yeah, she said she wants to, but she can't.
Okay, me too.
Vacation constipation.
I swear to
There we
God,
go.
my vacation constipation actually ruined the memory of Cabo for me. We landed on, what was it, Tuesday and came over, I forget what day of the week.
Yeah.
We landed, and I did not poop once until the last day. And fine, that happens sometimes, but the amount of there were private chefs cooking the best Mexican food ever for us. I was eating so much food.
Yeah.
Where's it all going?
It was crazy, dude, and it really fucked up my time, because I'm I wouldn't not take drugs. I was I never get time away from the baby where I'm not working. I need to let loose a little bit.
Sure.
I was steadfast on keeping the party going.
Yeah.
But my tummy.
But my tummy, mommy, my tummy.
I had to ignore the fact that my tummy was hurting the whole fucking time. It was annoying.
And they're miserable. I know that feeling. Everyone's just having a good time. You're staring fuck you guys.
I'm just imagining what happens after that when it finally came out.
You know what? I wish I could say that it came out easy and fucking
glorious.
It was just honestly very anticlimactic.
that's amazing.
A little at a time, still kind of hurting.
Little pebbles.
It took days to get over this. It was not good. I was severely dehydrated,
Yeah.
I think. And because you can't just drink any water in Mexico. You have to have you have to be
Yeah, that's what I heard.
extra prepared with water when you're
Yes.
going out for the night or whatever. And I would do it differently. If I could go back, I would do it differently.
Even brush your teeth, you have to use bottled water. Or you get stomach shit like that.
Okay, also the first day I forgot that, and I did brush my teeth with the sink water. And then I have people telling me that it's going to be a problem, and then some people are you didn't swallow it, it's okay. And I'm Yeah, I'm like, you still swallow. It gets in your meds. It's in my system. So I'm like, I'm on acid, remember? I'm paranoid that I'm going to get the shits. But also, would that be a relief? At one point, I was like, what if I took one sip of water and just shat my brains out?
That might have been the move.
It might have been.
That might have been the cure, honestly.
Some Pepto-Bismol.
It was crazy. And whenever anybody asks about Cabo, I have to ignore that and be like, it was fun. But like, really, I go like, oh, my tummy.
Watch what you eat. No, you're nonstop moving. I love it. Cabo, LA, Austin.
I did Nashville 2 weeks ago and Austin last week. And we're doing, LA last week and we're doing Austin next week. And I'm excited.
As you should be.
I had to leave my daughter behind for the first 2 trips, but when we go to Austin, we take her with us. So that's extra nice.
Nice. Harrington is...
He's coming along.
Oh, he is? Okay. Mm-hmm. I was assuming he was being daddy duty.
He's coming along. Everybody's going. And he's been doing merch at the shows. It's a nice excuse to bring him along.
One of the things I do regret also is not going to Skankfest. So this year I will obviously 110% be going to Skankfest. Me and Dan working the Mirth booth with Harrington. Is that the best place to be?
I think that's an ideal place to be.
Ideal. Okay, I like that.
Yeah. It's the right amount of like, first of all, he'll give you hours where you get to be off. And it's the right amount of chill. You interact with people. You have a nice little station.
You know why?
You're not going to be asked to do anything outside of merch. And merch is like, it'll take up just the right amount of your attention.
You know why I always respected you and liked you? When I first started working at Gas, somebody told me something. They were like, one of the only people that's going to care about you is Alex. Care about you in a way for you is Alex. Everybody else in this industry that I've met, for real, they put themselves above everything. They care about their own selfish needs. You genuinely, since the day I met you, have always cared about the show, number one, and then you care about the person as an individual. Like every time I ask you for advice, I would ask other people, and they would always say the antithesis of the answer that should be told. And when I ask you for advice, it's like, no, I think you should do this. You're already secure. You're already doing this. You don't need to do that. And you just did the same thing with the merch. I was like, is that best? And you're like, it's ideal. You get you break it down so real.
You want to work. You want to be there in a way that's useful, but you also want to have a reasonable amount of fun. And I think merch will allow you to do that. And I appreciate what you just said, because like I really feel like the rising tide lifts all of our boats, dude. I want everybody around me to be as happy as possible and doing and feeling as good about what they're doing as possible, you know?
No, it shows. It shows. Alex is a master hula hooper. Is there a word for a professional hula hooper? There has to be.
There must be.
A hula hoopist.
I am out of like the online hula hoop community. I participated in it when I first started hula hooping, which was like 2012.
Damn.
Maybe.
Over 12 years of 14 years of experience.
One of my cousin's ex-girlfriends used to go to raves and shit, and she used to do hula hoops, and that's like the extent I know of like people like. Really
this is not no little rave.
Everybody thinks everybody who knows this about me like assumes that I'm a rave girl. But really, when I went to college, I met this girl. Her name's Lang.
Lang.
Her name's Lang.
Is she Asian?
No.
Wow.
She's ginger, like
Dan.
English Irish girl.
Okay.
From Maine, and. Literally, when I got to college, I saw this girl interact with the world around her, and I said, that is exactly the type of however I'm seeing her, I want people to see me.
I love that.
The way that she is.
Yeah.
And she was a hula hoop girl, and immediately when she was like, I could teach you, I was like, I get to hang out with you? Yes. Absolutely. And she's like, I don't know, I feel like I'm a amalgamation of all of the girls I've ever loved in my life, you know?
Yeah, me too. That's how you should do it. Take the little shit from everybody that you like, make your own fucking person.
Yeah.
Like a fucking transformer.
Exactly.
Professional hooper is called a hooper.
Oh, hooper? That's so anticlimactic.
Hoop dancer?
Oh, hoop dancer.
Hoop dancer.
That sounds like sexual.
Hoop artist, okay.
Flow artist.
There are girls who are so far beyond me in this realm that you wouldn't even believe, dude. God, I wish I could remember her. I'm really out of the circle. The circle.
Like they have national. They have like like they have national competitions. Like that's what you're saying? Like
No.
they take it that professional?
No, I think it's more
It's like dodgeball. You know how dodgeball is like not really a thing, but it's like a sport and there's leagues.
I don't think it's leagues like that. I think these girls see themselves. I think like it's the rave community, but I think they see themselves at a certain point as artists and like at the top.
At a certain point.
At least like between 2012 and 2014, like girls who had really been the first to publicly master it and show that to the internet. They started selling tutorial videos and then also like touring with hoop classes where it's like I'll be in your city and for this amount of money you could come meet me and we'll do a class together.
Wow.
And I think when I think of a professional hula hooper, I mean they're like little business ladies like who see themselves as like a lot of them I think I almost put it side by side with almost like the drag queen. I feel like they like get into, they're very like hippie, liberal coded.
Yeah.
Usually like scantily clad, but not because it's like,
revealing.
don't look at me sexually. Like this is my body. Why
Yes.
can't I show it? It's like that kind of vibe.
Yeah. That's the same vibe as the dudes that put the gloves on with lights.
Yeah, and people talk shit on them, but like if
That's
you've
just pretty
ever
cool, bro.
if you've ever been gloved at, it's fucking
That shit's pretty
awesome.
sick. My
Like,
boy could do that. It's pretty sick.
dude, I love glove. I've been thinking secretly about like if I learned to glove and use that because every year at the Gas Digital retreat we have to come up with a talent for the talent show, and it's like if it's going to be mandatory, I'm trying to place top 3 at least every year.
Yeah.
And like. When you've worked for them and gone on 6 or 7 of these trips already, you're not allowed to repeat a talent. That's part of the rules.
I did not know that.
So now I'm like, I got to show you guys my 8th best talent. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Like,
I got to start developing new talents.
I think
for
I
this.
should learn how to like.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Just tell them cut the lights out. Just
It's probably really good for your brain and not developing like fucking dementia.
Just playing with
Yeah.
it.
Keeping
Finger
your-
movement.
and then
Finger
keeping your eyes
bubbles.
going.
Good for arthritis.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't have
Yeah.
any secret. I wish I had little talents like that. What would you do at the Gas Digital trip?
Play the harmonica.
That's
I
not
don't
bad.
think anybody's ever done that.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's pretty good. Fuck. I was hoping to fuck
And I
him
got
up with
one
that
on me.
one.
Not on me. It's in my car.
That's your go-to talent.
It should be. I could play a song or two.
Okay,
I'm
what
like,
do you
So I want to go, but then look, what do you do year
Second
2?
year, yes.
Yeah.
Year two, brother.
karaoke.
No,
that's
karaoke
not.
is a group activity
Oh, it is?
that
Okay.
takes
Yes.
place on the trip outside of the
Shit.
talent show.
Fuck.
Prepare a few karaoke
you have a
songs for the
second.
trip, by
Talent
the
number
way.
2.
Yeah,
Damn, I only have one talent, bro.
that's where I'm
I
at.
gotta get better.
That's where I'm at.
No, that's how everybody is. And then you go, and that's why the talent shows honestly keep getting better and better every year. This year, Serafina and I started meeting up like a month before the trip. And
Okay.
I had her come over to my house. And we looked through a bunch of scenes. It took us a while to land on something that was actually doable. But
Yeah.
like, I made her watch Inglourious Bastards for the first time, and I was like, "What if we did that opening scene, like
Oh,
between
that's
the
great.
Nazi and the
Under the
Frenchman?" Yeah. And we just couldn't nail the accents. It turned out like we put effort into this. And we thought about a few others. Like, No Country for Old Men, the flip a coin scene. But ultimately,
Never
we
seen
were
it.
worried that people might not have seen it. And we landed on the Hannibal Lecter and Clarice's first interview with each other
Okay.
from Silence of the Lambs.
I've seen that. That's great.
And we came in second, dude.
Wow. Who came in first?
Natalie did. And you know what? And I'm only going to
What
say
the
it
hell
here.
did Natalie
I think
do?
we got robbed.
Yeah.
She did the cup song
No way.
from Pitch Perfect. And instead of doing the second verse, she did Nicki Minaj Monster. She did one verse of that. And she kept up with the
With
cup.
the cup. Oh, that's
And it was good.
pretty good.
It was good.
That's more, yeah. It's a physical. What I learned from my trip.
I like her, but I could have done that too.
but
I can stack
yeah.
cups.
What I learned from my Gas Digital trip was I went the first year and I was like, I have no talent. I'm going to just sing a song. So I sung one of my songs. And after I was done, I realized, oh shit, that was so gay and corny. I should have fucking did something actually funny, bro. My favorite one was G Mike actually waterboard someone.
Oh.
He says his talent was that he could get waterboarded longer than somebody else. So he literally had our bosses strap them both down, gave them passwords, and waterboarded them to see who would last long. Like, that's just the absurdity that I should be going for, and instead I was like...
I've seen much worse than what you did, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, I bet.
One year, a guy said, I'm going to do as many push-ups as I can, and it was like 29 or something.
What the fuck?
What a flex.
His talent was doing push-ups for us, and he could only do 29.
That's something you do, like, on a regular set before you work out.
Yeah, it's just getting yourself pumped up, dude.
No, I could see people getting really
You
embarrassed.
like a push-up clap, something.
Yeah. I could see people getting really embarrassed for the talent show.
And like Shannon's been begging to be exempt from it, and she's like one of the longest standing employees. And the way that they don't exempt anybody is so funny to me because like it's more fun for watching the people who didn't want to do it, you know?
Yeah. I actually saw somebody who's a judge now do their talent one year. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
Frank.
saw that on YouTube, and I was like, or on Gas. I saw it
He
somewhere.
hated that.
He hated it.
He
but
hated doing that.
He, our executive producer Frank actually rapped an Eminem song, either
Yeah.
Rap God or one of the really
Fast ones. And he did good.
Yeah, he killed it. Like he knew every word.
But he hated every moment of it, and he's the only person to ever get the promotion that makes you exempt from it, like being executive producer.
That's what Shannon needs. Yeah.
Yeah. Shannon would hate that.
Yeah.
So what's your talent going to be?
Great question.
Yeah, I need to know because I'm trying to think of a second one currently.
Great question. I've been thinking about it for a little bit. I actually thought about developing a talent. Maybe playing one hell of a piano.
That's never been done.
Yeah. But you see how gay and not funny that I'm just not funny. That's the problem. I need to do something funny.
So
play the piano naked. Like you see, I need to do something that's like.
Dude, as a child, I spent my entire childhood in like the realm of like the dance mom's world of like dance competitions.
Yeah.
Like that was my whole thing. And I'm thinking about buying a pair of tap shoes, which I haven't had on in a really long time, but like I feel like with the littlest bit, my muscle memory would kick in with the littlest bit of
That'd be
practice,
pretty good.
and it would be so fucking funny.
That's pretty
You could
good.
do what's that frog do with the suit from that cartoon? He dances around.
Yeah.
Like a full like
whole
tap dance
outfit, yeah.
costume too, like you know, like
Imagine we should do it together. Me, you, and
yeah,
Harry.
or like something with a
Harrington.
collar and like
That's
gold
good.
sparkles, like a 42nd Street.
Yeah.
yeah, the hat,
Yeah.
the hairpiece.
Yeah. Like a Broadway dancer.
It would be so fucking dumb.
That is really dumb, but good.
I can't get that one out of my head that I might have to do that one day.
What's a good dude talent? That's what were you saying?
Like a song that they wouldn't expect, like a double. Like, you should do it to Rap God since someone did Rap God before.
Oh, something a song you wouldn't expect, not like a stupid ballerina song. Yeah, that'd be good.
How cool would it be if I wrote a Broadway style song about Gas Digital and had it recorded?
Now we're cooking.
Okay.
See the
do you do
echelons?
music? Could this be a dual talent where you made the song and I did the performance?
We could work something out
He
like
does do
that.
music.
I would do the tap dancing with you too.
Dude.
If
you could keep up, I'll let you,
We
dude.
both be on the song. We both do the tap dancing.
Dude.
We're just
I mean,
a whole
it's
Broadway play
almost
at
a
that point.
guaranteed win. You have to just, sometimes the idea.
Yeah.
I knew that doing a dramatic performance, nobody's ever done a dramatic performance until Serafina and I. And we held character. I thought I was on acid, let's not forget. Okay?
Yeah.
I thought I was Hannibal Lecter for a minute. And also, my tummy really, really hurt while I was watching the people before me. And I just set that shit the fuck aside like a professional. And I became Hannibal Lecter.
That's great.
Method acting.
Not to brag or anything.
No, keep bragging. How did Serafina do?
Serafina fucking
Not
killed.
on acid. What or
I don't know. She was definitely partying. Okay, this was the day of the boat.
okay? The
Okay,
day, yeah,
we
yeah.
wake up in the morning. We do a 4-hour boat ride, which we all agreed could have probably been 3, and we all take long naps, and we're awakened to like come have dinner, and then it's the talent show.
Oh, that's like no preparation time.
Yeah, well, everybody knows about it.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
months,
true.
yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
But you just get drained throughout the day, which
Oh, yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
What do you do on the boat? Can you like fish and shit, or is it just like relaxing?
we played music.
They had a whole yacht.
Dom took over the music, and my ass was like on a different planet, dude. And he played songs. Dom has the best taste in music ever, dude.
It's like an 80s.
He played a few songs that I either haven't heard in years and never really listened to, or possibly just never heard. I'll tell you, the song Afternoon Delight never hit so hard in my fucking life than on that boat in Cabo. I was laying right next to the speaker, and I think, my state of mind had a lot to do with it, but I just never heard that song like that before, and I've heard it a million times,
Yeah.
I've been listening to Afternoon Delight since Cabo.
Just hooked on it.
It's part of me. It's a part of me.
Unironically hooked on Afternoon Delight.
Yeah. That happens to me when I take acid. I get like weirdly attached to songs as well, a specific song. Like I'll replay it 1,000 times. I don't know why.
I know all the in-between words that nobody knows now. Isn't that crazy?
I know the ad-lib, bro.
I think I've heard that song.
I'm singing the background vocals. Like, what the? I'm in the song.
Dude, I sing the background vocals on songs I really love all the time. I am always the second voice in California Dreaming. I promise you that. That's the girl's role.
Yeah. That's good. I need to get more. I need a trip again. I feel like that's something I got to do.
Oh, yeah,
you have to trip every once in a while to get there,
Well, the last time we tripped,
it was like 6 months ago, 8 months ago.
That was actually kind of long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have had much fewer opportunities like that since having a baby, and so I've been going extra hard.
Take
having a lot
fully
of fun.
advantage.
Yeah.
Acid, something I definitely want to do again. I've done mushrooms more recently. I haven't done acid in probably at least 5 years.
I feel like I always flip-flop on which one I like better. It's almost whichever one I had more recently. I go, that was really fun. I think it's my favorite.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Me too. I haven't had acid. Nice. Yeah, I haven't had acid in a while. Shrooms we just did very recently.
I feel like I had this thought while on one of them, but shrooms are like, it's like curved lines and like going back a million years. And acid is like sharp angles and going forward a million years.
Oh, yes.
Does that make sense?
That makes
I do feel
sense.
very more futuristic when I'm on acid for some reason. And then shrooms, I do feel like I'm in like the like
you're connected.
Like I'm connected
like
to a million years ago. And on acid,
yes.
I'm like connected to like when we're all on a different planet living on a spaceship.
Yeah, like a synthesized future together where all of our minds are put together in like a hive mind.
Way to describe it, actually. I didn't even think about it like that.
Me
That's
either.
how I think about it.
I always described it as acid is a synthetic way to get shrooms. Once I took shrooms actually for the first time, I never took acid again. I was like, there's no need for acid anymore. I found shrooms. This is what LSD was trying to imitate.
That makes sense.
In a lab, like that's what they were trying to get to synthetically.
Have you ever had a bad trip?
He's like, shut the fuck up.
Fucking scientist.
I don't think so. I felt like I've had like moments. I feel like maybe I trip alone sometimes, and like even if I get a little bit like sad on the come up, which I guess is when it's most prone to happening, I could usually like pull myself out of it and be like, oh, well, I guess I'm thinking about that for a reason. Like I'm put it to the back of my mind. Over the course of the night, I'll figure out why I'm like feeling not great right now when I thought I was about to feel really great.
Yeah.
And it usually works out fine.
No, that means you're extremely, like, you're grounded. You know yourself. Like, you don't freak out. A lot of that would fuck people up. Like, when they have those thoughts and they can't get out of it.
Right.
That's when it starts to become a problem. You've had a bad trip?
Nah, just ego death. That's about it. But I feel like, honestly, everyone should experience that at least once.
Yeah, I agree.
I had a really, really scary experience while I was tripping a couple years ago. I don't know if I've told you about this. I might have.
Double the knock, double the fun. Sorry to interrupt this hilarious podcast with one of the producers of Legion of Skanks and Story Wars, Alex Scarlatto. But a quick reminder to like, follow, subscribe. You can get the full video versions on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast for the audio, Instagram, TikTok, clips, all that stuff. If you don't like what we're listening to, share this with a friend. If not, who cares? I don't. We don't. Keep those notifications on. A message from our producer.
I love you. Not you, Brandon. The audience.
We love the audience.
Yes.
We make love to the audience
No. They do.
in their sleep.
Oh.
Now let's get back into the show.
You know Laura?
Yeah.
Okay. It was her birthday, and we went to Glass Beams at the Knockdown Center in Queens. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a show there. It's like a small venue, pretty cool.
Yeah.
And we all take acid, the whole plan. Everybody's sleeping over at my house after. There's a bunch of people there. And it's a crazy fun show. It's not really like my type thing usually, but like we have a great time. And Christine Evans was there.
Okay.
And most of us are going back to my house. She's going back home. Her car is like a few blocks away, right? We all walk her to her car, drop her off, grab a train, grab an Uber back to my house. Everybody's taking Ubers back to my house.
Going through with the plan, yep.
Yeah. But we're on this like random weird corner now. Like we're not in front of the venue anymore, right? And we're all tripping balls. It's really important to note that we are all tripping absolute balls.
Yeah.
There's enough of us going back to my house that we actually have to take 2 Uber XLs,
Wow.
okay? So two of my friends who are a married couple get into the back row, okay? And then it's me and Tim and Mary Jo Butterly in the middle row. And Harrington's in the front. And there's this, and I'm going to say it,
Say it.
Chinese-ass Uber driver,
Oh, God.
okay?
That's easy. Like, that's nothing.
Yeah.
I bet you he was. Surprised he's not Indian.
I swear to God, I'm pretty sure it was on Mike's Uber account. I'm pretty sure his name was Chang. Like, it was like the most...
Typical. It's like Smith.
Yeah.
Right. So we get in this Uber, and we just come off a great night. We're all having like a great time. Our guard is down. It's all cool. And it's like 1 block or so. We're in the car for 10 or 15 seconds before I'm in the backseat, and I look out my window, and like unmistakably, we're on a train track, and there is a train very slowly moving toward us. But like, it doesn't quite freak me out. We never stop moving. He's moving slow, but we're getting off the track well in time. And I'm like, and it takes me another 5 seconds now to process, to get out of like, oh, we're all having fun, and process that like, that wasn't right. Nothing stopped us from crossing that track. That's a moving train. Like, it takes me a few seconds to get there, right? Yeah. And other people in the car, the people trapped all the way in the back seat, are also kind of catching on to this with the same delayed reaction as me, right?
Their life in jeopardy.
Yeah.
And in that 5 seconds or so, like, first of all, the car starts like shaking like this, right? Because now this train is like behind us, but coming across like a track. It's dark out. And this car is making a U-turn now. Like, to go, let's say this here is the train track.
He's making a...
Take this.
He's about to hit it twice.
The car. The train. We cross over. I look out to the right. I'm like, yo, that's a train.
Oh,
Bro.
What the fuck? And now we're like shaking like this. We're shaking like this, right? And he's like inching up this way, and the train's coming this way. And while we're over here, I'm like, I start yelling. I'm the one who goes, yo, dude, stop the car. And he literally speaks such little English that he's like freaking out that I'm yelling at him. But
What
he's
do you
going
mean,
like,
move the car?
he's going like, gas brake,
Yeah.
gas brake. He's like
What the
inching us
fuck?
fucking up to this thing. And I throw the door open and get out of the car, and
Wow.
and Mike put his hand on the guy, and he finally hit the brakes. And then everybody followed me out of the car. And the train, the train is hitting me with wind, dude. Like, I'm standing on this corner, and it's so loud. It's like a freight train in Queens.
That's insane.
And Uber has done nothing about this, by the way. And they never will, which is why I'm comfortable saying that we were all on acid, but this happened.
Yeah, I believe it happened. This guy was probably... It's crazy how close you can get to fucking dying.
And by the way, and I always add this element to the story because by this point, by the time I'm yelling at him, I'm really paying close attention to the situation. I'm basically fucking sober again.
Yeah.
And I'm
Completely ruined it.
looking at his ways, and the streets are all weird here. And his plan, if he does make it over here, his plan is to make a fucking sharp turn and go over it again. I swear to God.
Just going in and out, weaving.
Yes.
What the?
So that's my worst trip. Now that I think about it,
That's a near-death experience while tripping.
and it was kind of hard to come back from that. It was still my friend's birthday. She was in the other Uber, so she didn't fully understand why we're like kind of ruining her night with our mood now. Like
They were behind you or in front of you?
they
They didn't
didn't see what happened,
Yeah.
and they got home so long before us because we had no option but to get back in the car with this other guy because now we're at a corner that like cars possibly shouldn't even be at. It feels it's like a turnaround for the train workers or something. Like I can't explain it, but it happened and it was fucked up.
Wang using Waze. That sounds very fucking Asian.
dude-
I love that to preface. This is an Asian driver. Let's get this straight.
That's
And
fucking terrifying.
Yeah, and then also the silent drive home with him where he didn't even like,
disappointed.
and like Butterly was like, so that was scary, and he was just like an NPC dude, like didn't acknowledge us.
Goddamn. I'm just thinking how fucking fragile life is. Holy shit. Like, just an oblivious fucking driver would have taken you guys out. That's
It was
insane.
crazy, and it feels like it took me so long. It felt like it took me like 10 seconds longer to be like, I've told myself that if I were in this position, I would just get out of the car. Like that's what you always say when you have.
Yeah, you always see these videos on the internet.
Yeah, you go like, you get out, right? You're yelling at the person, get out. And then eventually a voice in my head was like, get out of the car, dude.
Good. I mean, God forbid something happened, you would have been the only one that made it out. Think about that.
I knew he was going to stop the car when I opened the door, though.
Okay, true.
I kind of just had a feeling.
That's a universal language.
I feel
Stop fucking driving.
Yo, dude. Like how she get his license revoked.
That guy's still
God.
Ubering today. That guy is still
He
Ubering
is.
today.
So I called Uber and they told me they were going to open an internal investigation, and I gave them the phone numbers of every 6 of us who were in the car, and they never called.
Damn, they didn't even call a witness or anyone to push it.
Crazy.
They don't give a fuck. The Uber's probably like,
Chain's listening right now. He said, I'll do it again if I can.
She's like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. The Uber lady. And I was like, you're not.
you've taken Ubers before?
Oh, yeah, of course. But like,
I've never
I
gotten
don't
a
think
crazy
I've
Uber
ever
driver
had
like that.
I usually get stuck with like the really yappy drivers.
Me too.
That's all. I feel like
I like
That's
to
just as bad.
I like to chat with an Uber driver if I'm alone in the car.
Me too. I do
Yeah.
sometimes, especially not around my house. If they pick me up from my house, I try to stay very cordial. Like, this guy knows
Right.
where I live at. This guy could come back here later and
follow you.
Yeah, but if they're like, if I'm out, especially in the city, I'll be like, hey, I like to actually use Uber drivers as like a base. Like, see what's up around here.
Right.
Like, what would you do with your wife around here?
I think Uber's offering helicopter rides now in the city, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, that's in my tax bracket. That's relevant.
Yeah, right. No, I'm just saying. They're stepping their game up a little bit.
I don't know if I've never been on a helicopter. Have you? Have either of you?
Hell no.
I'm not
Trash.
interested, I
Yeah,
don't think.
me either.
No, I have a
don't-
friend that's actually getting his pilot license right now for the Army.
What would be a reason somebody goes on a helicopter? I'm that trash. that I'm-
Emergency, I guess. For me, it better be a fucking emergency.
You're right. To a
Yeah,
hospital.
seriously.
I got shot or someone shot. Yeah.
do not want to really be on a helicopter recreationally, I don't think.
Yeah.
Like those tours that fly around the city, I can never see myself doing that.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to see it that bad.
I'm not like a skydiving type person.
Me either.
Helicopters are kind of extreme.
They are. You're gonna go through major trauma to then risk your life in a helicopter. It's actually, yeah.
I don't need to be on a vehicle where I need protective hearing.
Yeah.
I can't smoke anymore of that. I'm shaking. Look at my hands. I'm so high. Thank you though.
Me either. I'm very much like I say this all the time. It's so gay. Girls think I'm probably gay when I say it. I'd much rather go in a kayak than a jet ski.
Well, that's not why I
I'm
think
much
you're
ra-
gay.
That's interesting.
I'd much rather take it easy and chill. Like, I'd rather go slow in a nice luxury vehicle rather than a fucking badass on a motorcycle ripping it down
You
the
don't
highway.
have to go fast.
I deadass don't like anything with an engine in it. I'd rather not have an engine.
I think I like a jet ski.
I've never
Over
ridden
a
one, but I
kayak.
feel like I'd like one. I've always wanted to ride one.
You've never been on
Nah.
a jet ski?
Nah, dude, I've never done anything real fun.
What the fuck have you done?
Worked.
Dude, when
Worked
I
some bullshit job.
when I was
all the
like
time.
8 or 9 years old, my parents took me to see my uncle who lived in like outside of Atlanta, Georgia, near Lake Lanier in Georgia. And on Lake Lanier, his backyard was the lake, right? And he had a little boat and a jet ski, and like he was like literally the most like my Uncle Jimmy.
Uncle Jim.
He had a cat named the N-word. He was like classic, I swear. And
the N-word is a great name for a cat.
The first time,
not even the real name, just the N-word.
Well, I'll tell you, he was saying it with the hard R, okay? And his daughter would fight with him and be like, "The cat's name is Octopussy. Stop calling her that." And her younger brother, the very first time I visited, he locked me in a closet and she was trying to get me out and he was holding it closed and he was going. I was 5 years old, okay? This is what this family was like. I was 5 years old. I was in their closet, and he was holding me in, and his sister's trying to get me out, and he was going, "Don't open the door for a Yankee. She's a damn Yankee. They all are." He was mad.
God.
He was mad that his northern family was visiting. Okay, so this is. But my uncle was actually always very sweet to me.
Great guy.
Southern pride in that
Great guy.
boy.
It was wild, and this is like my only family from the South, and like the only time I ever met them. Okay, but I'll never forget. My Uncle Jimmy's like, "Yeah, there's an island out there that about 10, 15 minutes down around the lake."
He's definitely got some chewing
That kind of
tobacco.
thing.
Yeah.
It's like there's an island out there that we could go to, have a little picnic, come back, and whatever. And the parents took the boat, and me at 8 or 9 years old, he just let me take the jet ski and follow them.
Take this damn jet ski right here. Follow us down.
Goddamn Yankee, get on that goddamn jet ski.
Goddamn jet ski, Yankee. Come on, man, follow.
Turned to my dad and said, "You trust her? Can she do it?" My dad said she could do it. "All right, dude. You don't have to."
Hell yeah, brother.
It was great,
That's
dude.
America.
It was great.
That's America.
If that was my first jet ski experience, I'd probably get a tattoo of jet ski with an American flag. Like that's.
I don't know if I've ever ridden a jet ski since then, I swear.
Oh, wow.
But I consider myself a professional, dude. It went great.
That is great.
Oh, that's sick.
My first experience on a jet ski, I was riding on the back of my grandmama, grabbing grandma's back.
That's so cute, dude.
And we fly off the jet ski. We flip over. Grandmama throws me. Grandmama was probably drinking a little too much that night and threw her and her little baby boy.
She's so badass, though.
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
Pretty badass. We had to have another a boat ended up coming and having to tow us away.
She said, "You want to see some real speed, bro?"
Yeah.
That's why you don't like to go fast.
Probably. You see, you had a great
traumatic
you see, I had
Maybe.
wow.
I'm a
That was pretty
I'm
good.
a doctor.
That was pretty good. I have had bad experiences in cars with.
What other bad traumas do you have?
What other drama?
Remember that priest in middle school?
That's why I hate religion so much. That's great. You have all your family's from here, right? You're Italian.
Yeah, mostly everyone's here. A couple of my aunts and uncles relocated to Arizona, but everyone's in New York.
Nice.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Yeah, I would have never said you had family down south.
It's the only thing keeping me here, really. I would leave New York and go to a more chill place for sure.
Yeah,
But
I got a lot of family in Florida too.
I feel the
Not
same
like
about
that though.
Jersey.
They're Jersey. They're Jersey
Oh, no,
they're Jersey men who probably couldn't live their life good in Jersey. Ran away to Florida.
Yeah, and I have family in North Carolina, but they're not like backwood. Like,
Yeah, they're Yankees who went down.
no, they
there.
moved down. They're transplants.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't have the cool. They don't have the
They're
cool.
immigrants.
They don't have the cool accent.
yeah.
dude, he was as real as it got. It was crazy.
That's great. That's great that you're one time on a jet ski too.
It was unforgettable.
I would never be a pilot on a plane. Never. Like
No.
things like that, high speed.
High speed and heights.
I don't mind heights.
I would never want the responsibility, even though I guess you're taking responsibility while driving. Being on an airplane just seems different. I can't have all those lives in my hands.
Me either. Yacked out. I'd be yacked out of that plane. What the fucking autopilot
This is your
on?
captain speaking. We're about to hit some turbulence. Just hit a fucking blast mid-flight.
Yeah. What else you guys been up to? What else besides traveling around? You're the most interesting person I know. Come on,
Dude,
don't hold out.
I can't even think of what I've been up to. It's just, I've been literally,
What do you do when you're not working? Seriously.
okay, I'm learning guitar.
Okay, see, that's a good thing for a talent show.
Maybe,
There you
but the
go.
thing is, G Mike plays guitar really well.
Oh, he does the little viola. He does it all.
He could do all those string instruments really well, and Lewis plays pretty well too. And he's one of the judges. And so I think
They have a higher standard.
I think they have a higher standard for guitar, and I'm nowhere near. Also, Mike bought me my first guitar for my birthday this year.
Oh, shit.
Which was in January. And then I broke my wrist in end of February.
Yeah.
So now I have to almost start fresh. It's annoying because I was making such progress.
Yeah. How did you break your arm again?
Snowboarding.
Oh, yeah. You went by yourself. Drove yourself to the
my
hospital.
God.
This is just so her guy. She was by herself.
That's so fucking terrible,
Breaks her
dude.
arm.
Just waking up
drives
like
hours by herself.
I'm gonna go snowboard. It's a great day.
In the
I'm
car.
feeling great.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I went to Mountain Creek, which I found out is the old. This made me feel good. It's what used to be Action Park.
Yeah.
Which made me so happy when I found out that that's where I got hurt. I was like, maybe it was worth it.
Actually,
That's where it happens.
yeah, what a coincidence.
Yeah, that's where it's supposed to happen.
Because when that Action Park documentary came out, I think I watched it 2 or 3 times. I became kind of autistically obsessed with it. I'm really into a little sidetrack here.
Please.
I'm really into theme parks. Okay. I'm really into roller coasters. I'm really into fancy hotels. I don't care about staying there, but I do want to walk around. I want to see what shops
Check the
they have.
amenities out.
I want to see what kind of chandeliers they have, what they're doing with the amount of money they have is really interesting to me. In another life, I think I could have done something in the hotel world.
Concierge.
Yeah, hospitality, whatever.
And there's got to be something else. But I'm autistically obsessed with those 3 things: roller coasters, and then the overall amusement park containing them.
What's your favorite amusement park?
Good. That was my next best theme. Yeah.
I had a lot of fun in the Six Flags in LA. Their roller coasters were top tier in my opinion.
Wow.
When I was a kid, I didn't know there was other Six Flags. I thought that was just a Jersey thing.
I've still never been to the original Six Flags over Texas, which is a goal of mine.
That's really good. Yeah, my mind was blown when I learned at the time when I looked it up, there was 6 Six Flags. That's what it was. The Six Flags stood for their 6 locations in the United States. I think they have more now, but yeah. So you went to Mountain Creek, break your arm.
So I went to Mountain Creek, and first of all, I was having the best day ever. I'm sort of new to snowboarding, but it was something that I started skiing 2 years before I had a baby, right? And I'm watching people snowboard, and I'm literally feeling like the lamest person ever with skis on. I swear to God, I'm I have to switch. And then I get pregnant, and I'm you have that moment where you're but I had dreams. Right?
I can't do anything.
I want to be a snowboarder.
I wanted to be a snowboarder. So then when I have the baby, I go, okay, now I have to fucking learn how to snowboard just to prove a fucking point, right? And so I'm a couple seasons in, but I'm still a mom who can't go that often, and I'm teaching myself and stuff. And this season, it finally fucking clicks. And this particular day, I get there and I start doing blues for the first time. I make friends with these 23-year-olds, and I'm can I follow you? They're yeah, but we're going blue. And I'm keeping up with them. I feel like I'm part of a pack of wolves.
Just cruising along.
Dude, I went this month. Literally.
You're like a stray dog who found a bunch of other dogs.
Dude, they come to a sharp stop in front of me, and I stop just short of them, and I go, this must be what wolves feel like.
It's literally like a movie. Can I come with you guys? If you can keep up. That's literally what it was.
Dude. And I navigate this blue, which is my first time ever snowboarding on a blue, and it's I'm keeping up with them, and I'm literally staying in my lane with them.
Wow.
We're having the best time, and we get to the bottom, and they're we gotta go. And they high-five me. They're do me one promise, keep snowboarding, okay?
Was this a movie being filmed? There's definitely cameras in the fucking
Were these
tree.
guys real? These guys
I
did
swear to
not
God, and I mean
exist.
this, they were the only people who were even somewhat approachable on the chairlifts all day. Everybody else was did not want to talk at all, and these one group of people were just little angels, right? I'm having and it gives me so much confidence that I'm just now I'm doing the blues alone. I'm having a great time. I'm starting to switch. When I'm alone, I'm going blue, green, blue, green.
Damn.
I'm taking little breaks. The place closes at 9:00. It's 8:45, and I go, the lift's still open. I could just catch one last ride. And I'm planning to go for the green. I'm I'll just take it easy, have fun. And I swear it was maybe 100 meters from the fucking summit that I wasn't even going fast. I just caught a back edge and just fell backwards and all landed on this arm.
Fuck.
And it was like pretty immediately. I was like, yo.
Where are my friends?
Like, I don't know what just happened, but I know that if I try to ride down this thing and I fall again, it's going to do some like whatever this damage is going to be way worse.
Yeah.
So I had to call ski patrol, and this 19-year-old chick comes and picks me up, dude. And she's so professional. I'm like, how old are you? And she goes, I just turned 19, which is like, I didn't need the just turned also. But she was great. She took me from basically the top of the mountain, like all the way down, and she had to take my hand out. Like my fingers were freezing. It was really cold.
Oh.
And they
I don't
got
know why I'm imagining her a little Switzerland girl with the little dog and everything with the red cross, like the
Put
American
you on like
Red
one of those
Cross.
flat boards, just lay back like this.
Yeah,
Coughing all the way down.
I'm laying like on the ground, and she's literally skiing and doing sharp turns. It's crazy.
Showing off and shit.
And every now and again, she was going,
Back
"You okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, are you okay?" That's crazy.
I'm having a great time, actually. Thanks for asking.
That's funny.
And yeah, I get down there, and this nice dude, just splints it.
Like
Like
a
he doesn't
quick
move it
split.
at all. He just like puts it on a like flat surface and puts like 3 little pieces of tape around
That
it.
dude does that every day, probably 3 times a day, like another one got him.
Dude, they were begging me to call an ambulance, but I was like, first of all, I know exactly what hospital I want to go to, and it's not near here. I need to go back home to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
I need them to be able to refer me to a nearby doctor, all that
yeah.
stuff. And then I stopped at Taco Bell because I knew it was going to be a long night.
Have to. Mandatory.
I just broke something. I gotta eat.
I really had to eat. I was shaking. I remember I was shaking, and I was starting to fear that I was not going to be able to drive home because I was like it was starting to like set in, and I was like shaking. And then I got 4 Doritos Locos Supreme tacos in me, and like my heart rate fucking slowed again. It was awesome.
Is my arm even broken now?
She approaches the baseline, yeah.
And then I called Mary Jo Butterly, and she stayed on the phone with me from Austin the entire way home. It was like an hour and 45-minute drive.
God, that's loyalty.
That's savage.
It was really nice.
I do get the going to your own hospital thing. That's happened to me before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've never broken a bone, but yeah, I feel the having to go to my own hospital.
Yeah.
I have a specific one.
Yeah, I've actually gotten, when I was a kid, my mom taught me a very valuable lesson. It was, I stepped on a nail, just fucking around in the backyard, literally nail
Jesus.
in the bottom of my foot. We lived around the corner from a hospital, right?
Oh, I remember where this
And I was freaking out, and I was like, just walk me across to the block. Like, just let's go around the corner. What are we doing? There's a hospital right there. My mom was like, no, I work at this hospital. I'm insured at this other hospital. They're going to treat you better at this hospital. This hospital right there is a piece of shit.
It was.
And it was at the time. And I had to wait 30 minutes, drive, get in an ambulance, and do all this shit just to be convenience of get better service. It doesn't matter if you're in pain. That wasn't that funny, but who cares? It was a real ass relatable story of go to the right hospital.
Dude, my dad had a really bad wrist break when I was like 3 years old, and I remember the only doctor he's ever liked in the whole world was the guy who fucking fixed his wrist. And I go to the hospital that I care about going to. Like, I endure this drive home, and I'm just like, stay calm, and I make it to this hospital. By the way, I was there until 7 a.m. I drove home at I got back in my car at like 6:45 a.m.
Jesus Christ.
I did not get that context of the story. I thought it was daylight. I thought it was like 6 p.m.
I didn't make it to the hospital until about 11, and I didn't get seen until about maybe like 12:30.
Wow.
And then it takes forever for the orthopedic doctors, as I'm told, were fixing a really fucked up broken leg in the other room that it took both of them in there. And I was like, deal with him first, please. I was like, I'll be fine. And those doctors saw me at like 4 a.m, which was crazy. And then they had to set the arm, which they would have just done. I specifically was like, I have to drive. I told you guys my story, first of all, that I drove here from fucking Action Park, okay? I was like, you need to numb it before you set it. I was like, I don't think I could deal with, I'm so tired, please. I also had a full day of snowboarding today. I was like, you guys need to numb it, and they did, and that part was like, not that bad. I have to say.
Wow, that's surprising. The worst part was probably hurting it, yeah, and driving.
Yeah.
Did they have to put it in a cast, or like, how'd you like would they put it in?
They put it in this like really heavy splint, and then I had to wait like a week to get the cast on. And by the time I got the cast on, it felt like a relief. It was like really light.
Yeah. That's the only bone you've broken?
I've broken my wrist before as a kid.
Okay.
Rollerblading once and ice skating the other time. I'm not really a skater, apparently. I'm going to go back to snowboarding, though.
Snowboarding's dope as fuck. You have a lot of hidden... That's another hidden talent. How do you use that at the talent show?
You can't.
Oh, if the talent show is at a place with snow. You're prepared for seasonal places.
Seasonal talents.
Yeah.
Seasonal talents are crazy.
I've had concussions, bad car accidents. Never broken anything, though. Which is pretty bad. What?
Oh, no, I'm just stretching.
You gave me a look like... You've never broke anything?
Nope. Knock on wood.
Dude.
Except your pockets.
When I was in the emergency room and they were setting the arm, they fucking, first of all, they put this tight ass tourniquet around my thumb and they hung it from like a thing that you would get your IV from, like just they hung it up, and they put sandbags over my bicep, 2 of them, to weigh the arm down, okay? Ooh. And like the whole time she's like squeezing the bone back into place. Ooh. But she put lidocaine in it, so it was like kind of numb. I could feel it, but it was kind of numb. But the thumb, she's working on it for like 15 minutes, and the thumb is like turning black. Oof. And that is really bothering me. And I can't, like, if I like try to lift, it fucking hurts. I'm like, I can't do anything. Yeah. That really fucking bothered me.
Double the knock, double the fun. Sorry to interrupt this hilarious podcast with one of the producers of Legion of Skanks and Story Wars, Alex Scarlatto. But a quick reminder to like, follow, subscribe. You can get the full video versions on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast for the audio, Instagram, TikTok, clips, all that stuff. If you don't like what we're listening to, share this with a friend. If not, who cares? I don't. We don't. Keep those notifications on. A message from our producer.
I love you. Not you, Brandon. The audience.
We love the audience.
Yes.
We make love to the audience.
No. They do.
In their sleep.
Oh.
Now let's get back into the show.
Oof.
Yeah. But also the most painful thing in the entire world you guys will never have to experience, which is after you give birth, the nurse, you think you're all done. You go, that's cool. And then the nurse comes over and goes, sorry, this is necessary to prevent possible blood clotting in your body. And she just fucking pushes on your stomach like this. Like fucking this, dude. And it goes on for like 3 minutes. It's so crazy, dude. It's the most. When my arm was being set, I was joking about that with the female doctor. I was like, I don't know if you've had a kid, but this is like nowhere near as bad as the thing they do.
Why do they never tell you? I've never heard about this.
Nobody ever tells you. Have you ever heard about this?
No, it's because that's how you keep people having kids.
Oh, I see. They do hide out a lot of the traumatizing things they have to do when you give childbirth. That's 100% true.
Dude.
I don't even know that.
That sounds like something, though. I mean, I would never.
I didn't know until it was happening, dude. And I was like, are you serious? And then they leave and they come back like every 15 to 20 minutes to do it for like 3 hours, dude. It's crazy. And I think
they have just a stomach rubber?
I
what
think
is
it's
that
so
job?
important. I'm pretty sure it's the reason why like ladies used to just fucking die left and right after giving birth because nobody was doing the stomach pushy thing. Shit. Like, and they would like clot up and die.
That makes sense.
But like, still, sometimes you go, literally in the moment, I go, maybe I'd rather die. This is crazy.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
Jesus.
Yeah, being a woman like that is goddamn. I can't even imagine.
Being pushed on like a human toothpaste tube.
I wanted to be a nurse.
You would have made a good nurse, honestly.
I started Pace as a nurse.
Nurse Brandon.
And I went to my mom one day. I went to go volunteer at her job, and I saw shit like that. I saw a guy come in for a heart attack. And when he came in for the heart attack, there is a machine. It's not a person pumping. It's a fucking robot that's literally pumping. What you're describing, like with your stomach, there's a robot that pumps somebody's chest. And then whatever. And then they take him off the robot. And then they start. My mom, she's like, they're giving him hand-to-hand CPR. Then to the mouth. The guy dies. And then next person comes in, stab wound. Now you gotta do stitches.
Dude, it was
you gotta care
fate
about
for you
other people.
to see a pretty extreme day and not end up doing that, because I think you would be very good at that, but ultimately it's not like,
For me, yeah.
it's not a joyous job
Yes.
for anybody,
Yeah.
you know?
I don't like I don't like helping people. Just being straight. Like I love people. I feel like I'm.
Someone else's problem.
I feel like I've tried to be a gentleman as good as possible, but to care about other people and give empathy and to want to put my life into saving theirs, it's like I'm
It's
a little
a
fucked
lot.
up in that sense.
I also I don't need a life and death job. Same thing with like the pilot thing, but
Yeah.
even on a more very direct level, like I don't think I could handle the pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sole responsibility.
Yeah.
I feel like a train conductor is not that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Or a pilot.
Seems easier.
Yeah, right.
Pilot
Yeah.
has too much pressure.
I would stop for Ubers on tracks.
I would almost say most people could handle being a train conductor, right?
I feel
You would be surprised. Some people are not the brightest.
That's true.
Pilot, no. Pilot's a high demand, stressful ass job.
I could not be a pilot, but I could be a train conductor.
I like to think so too. Yeah.
I mean, pilots probably get hammered too.
Let's see which one of us can become a train conductor first. Just quit everything.
Start
we're
a new
doing.
life, dude. All aboard!
I really like trains.
Someone asked me why I'm a conductor. Say I didn't want to be a pilot.
I'm okay, by the way. I like a train. I'm nice with a train. I love an airplane landing from below. When you look up, it's close by where you're by
Hell
the airport.
yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
yeah, when driving past Newark Airport.
That'd be a cool ass job to just be a person. To just,
Like a person with the lights.
That's scary.
we're getting too close.
That's scary. And
You
the
get sucked
hours are
in.
awful. You
Yeah.
gotta probably wake up at like, oh,
Yes.
you're probably gonna be there like for like, ugh.
Yeah.
Not me.
Pulling
Yeah.
graveyard shift.
Did you always want to work in like film, podcasting? Definitely not podcasting, right?
I had no idea what I wanted to do.
As a girly girl.
I struggled through college because the whole time I was completely unsure. I was like, I don't even know if spending all this money on a degree fucking makes sense. I don't know like who could even pick something to do.
Yeah.
And then I started listening to Legion of Skanks and I was like, oh, this is really fun.
Yeah.
I was like, these guys are so much fun. I could definitely
Make something of this.
see myself taking part in this in whatever way. It was the first thing that actually drew my attention as something that it was like, that doesn't seem like it would fucking suck to do forever, you know?
Yeah. I had the same feeling, seriously.
Yeah.
Legit.
That's where I'm at now. I'm in between jobs. I just got fired. Well, not just got fired. I got fired in like February from my job.
Feels like just got
I just got fired like 3 months ago.
So it feels like that though. I get
No,
it.
it
Okay.
does. And like even the job market sucks, dude. Trying to find a job, it's so ass.
I couldn't imagine. It's probably terrible.
Yeah,
Jobs kind of suck.
yeah, they do.
Most of them.
That's when I'm trying to say I've never worked a job where I was just like, oh, I love this shit. I could do it every day forever.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah, I just
Construction
got
will
this-
do that to you,
Yeah,
bro.
but yeah, you have
Sucks
to
ass.
It's got to take risks.
Yeah, risks and rewards.
Yeah, like if you take you should utilize the time with no job to find something you fuck with and invest in it.
Yeah.
And there are so many people who go to jobs that they're not having fun at, and they're so important to the world. But I'm like, fundamentally, I can't.
I can't either.
I just can't.
Yeah. Me either.
I have to be having a nice time, or else I'm gonna probably be a bitch, and that sucks, dude.
Yeah, I feel that. The misery at work.
You guys are doing the Intern Olympics at Skanks right now, right?
Yes, we're about to invite the top 10 to come in person, I think.
You know what actually was fucking wild? The day I brought Dan to Skanks, when he comes, it was Jake's first day MIA. Josh was also MIA. And out of nowhere, they just ask in the fucking crowd, who the fuck wants to be an intern? And a random kid literally just jumps in. It just showed me in this industry for real. The second you're gone, there's literally 5 motherfuckers in the crowd that will take your fucking spot and replace you like you never existed.
And he was really funny, by the way. He was great on the show.
On that episode, I really don't know what happens after, like whatever, but like that episode,
I don't think we've really talked to him since. He made a pretty good first impression because they were really able to fuck with him. They're calling him vampire and shit. It was great.
Yeah. I just thought that was really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're really making it not about finding somebody who they could abuse over somebody who is actually going to help us this time around, which is frustrating for me. So I'm going to obviously be pulling for the people
most competent.
Yeah, but who knows how that's going to work, you know?
Yeah.
But I've met a few of them. They're nice.
I saw some of the auditions that popped up on the screen, and some of them look pretty promising, I guess, for the
No, they did not. Don't lie.
Well, I think a lot of it, like...
Oh, they did, but they just live far away. They look... That's the biggest thing. I feel like there's so many people... What were you going to say?
No, you could say.
There's just a lot of people that love the show and want to work for the show, and I feel like we'll be very viable people, but the problem is actually coming into fucking work every Monday, week after week after week, and showing you're actually a human being and consistent. Mm-hmm. That's the hardest part. Anybody can be the character or say they want to work for whatever.
A lot of people just want to be on the show for a little bit, too, you know?
Oh, I never even... you're right. There's also comedians and people... Yeah, I could see that. That is their 5 seconds of fame. Like, hey, they show people like, hey, look, I was on this show. Yeah.
Yeah, but and then also there's like the unfair aspect, which is like some people just vibe better, you know?
Yeah.
Like you could be like a pretty great producer, but like if the guys aren't having fun while they're talking to you, like they're probably not going to pick you, you know?
That's very true. Yeah.
So none of it makes sense, honestly.
It doesn't. It comes down to just luck of the draw.
It's almost luck of the draw, yeah. There was a year where like somebody should have clearly won a round and then another guy showed his penis and then he went through to the next round. It's like, what are you going to do, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes I wish I did the Intern Olympics. And then I have a clear thought and then I'm like, thank God I did not do the Intern Olympics. Not like that, but it's a lot.
I think you're in a better position having not done it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I feel like I have more avenue to not put myself in a... But I will say you lose out on... I tell this to him, like, I feel like I could go do the Intern Olympics right now. And if you do it, you do get what you said those people want. You get that 5 seconds to 10 seconds of fame to actually show people who you are. And if you're a viable, cool person, you can shine through that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, like Gay Blind Mike's got his own show that people watch. Like,
things like that. Yeah.
He shines, dude. I'll tell you. He's a shining star.
Yeah. He can't even see the star.
Oh, man.
GBM is cool.
He's the best.
Yeah. Do you know who that is? He was there at Skanks that day.
I met him in Philly, and then I met him
He's like the
Monday.
social media. He's in charge of the social media clips.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he sat next to me, actually, inside.
So you got to know him, I'm sure.
Yeah.
A little bit.
He started with the Intern Olympics.
Did he?
Yeah.
How long has he been with Gas?
Oh, it feels like a long time.
Yeah, it has to be over like 4 or 5 years.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You have any advice for our intern?
How long have you been with these guys?
Yeah, help really get into it.
2 weeks. How did you apply?
Yeah, break it down. Fourth wall.
I was an intern at a music producing studio, and that's how I met them.
You can come. You can come. I would hate if this is all off mic. Like.
I know, and she's such a soft speaker. I love her voice.
Immediately, I was like, "Would you share this?"
Oh shit! That's not
You guys gonna?
sorry.
It's good though, right?
No, yeah, it is actually really good.
It's not as milky. It's not as milky as it looks, right?
Yeah,
It's
no,
got some flavor.
I'm like so dry.
No, but seriously, what'd you think?
It's actually good.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, you writing music.
I was an intern at a music producing studio. Yeah.
And how did you like that?
I loved it. I was learning how to produce and engineer, but it was just a fun time in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you having fun here?
Yes, so far.
Just came back.
So I think my only advice is that, like, if you're having fun, then it's probably going to work out.
Exactly.
You know?
Me too. Yeah.
That's it, dude. I feel like you've got it.
That's it. Thank you.
I wish I had
what I'm
more.
saying, though. That's what
I wish
I'm
I had
saying.
more, but I think it's actually that simple, I swear.
That is one of the reasons that I kept coming every single week is because you were always motivated. Just keep coming. Like, just keep coming back and doing the work, and that speaks more than... It shows you're enjoying yourself. It shows a lot of things.
And it's honestly never not fun. Like, I have days where I'm, like, either not feeling well or, like, sometimes, like, you know, having a toddler, like, I'll be, like, editing all morning and then I have to drop her off at my parents' and then I'm feeling guilty that I didn't get to spend time with her and I'm, like, in a bad mood. I'm, like, I don't even want to go to work. And then, like, I go to the show and I have such a good time every single time without fail. It's crazy.
Yeah. When I didn't go to Skanks for a while, and then we went that one time, it just reminded me. I was like, "That's why I fucking work here. Like, that's what this is about."
It's so much fun. It's
really
been so much fun lately.
Yeah.
And Ari's been on the show lately. It's just been so much fun.
Yeah. He's the official third Skank.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I was telling you, I was like, I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, Ari's hilarious. I was listening to him on Joey Diaz's podcast at the gym earlier.
Yeah. One of the first things I loved about Ari when he was on the show, it was the day we went, goddamn. And literally out of nowhere, Jeff Ross was just hanging out. And Ari just has the balls and the testicular fortitude sitting in the right seat at the right time to just call Jeff Ross out close enough with him that Jeff Ross just came on the show to make a quick appearance. And I was like...
Those old ladies too, bro.
Yeah, Ari's a great addition to the show. Yeah, I love it.
Dude, I don't think Jeff Ross is ever going to see this episode, right? Do you guys think?
No.
Well, last week...
I mean, hold on, maybe
last week
one
he had
day.
to come over to my station, and he was like reading a story or two from the seat, like squeezed into the Comedy Store, like right next to me. And he's like asking me questions, but like, you know, it's loud, the audience is going off, and we're like this with each other. And it was just so fucking jarring. That's all I'm going to say.
I couldn't imagine.
I was like...
Probably felt like a goblin.
I was like, whoa. Literally hard to focus on the conversation. Like, whoa, dude,
Wow.
that's crazy.
I can't imagine. On camera, he looks... Yeah.
It was really so crazy. That's all.
Yeah.
That's mean.
I would feel the same way.
Me too, yeah.
It's visceral.
Yeah. Alex, thank you so much for coming. We could keep talking for hours.
We'll end there.
No, Jeff Ross. Jeff Ross hopefully doesn't see that part. Thank you so much.
He's a nice guy, but whoa.
The roast master. You don't think he would like to be roasted? Come on. You're doing what he wants.
I guess.
I think he would love it.
He would. That's turning him on. He's like, oh, that fucking... Thank you for coming on. Can you tell them
having me.
Where to find you?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Alex Scar, and check out Story Wars every Thursday at 8 p.m. on YouTube.
Thank you guys for watching. You know what to do. Like, follow, subscribe, follow Alex. Thank you for listening.
Bye.
Peace.